What's good, everybody? It's your boy J Schools Phantom Man. Right now, we want to get into talk about why you should embrace being hated and talk shit about, aka motherfuckers standing out and shit like that. Cause check this out, man. Like, life is not no motherfucking fairy tale. People think like they're gonna wake up in the morning and everybody gonna like them and everybody's gonna fuck with them. Hell no, that has nothing to do with the reality. Reality is like, it's cruel, it's harsh, and it's not fucking fair. Reality is not fucking fair. So let's get that out of the way. Second of all, life is not no motherfucking fairy tale, so don't be expecting other motherfuckers to like you for what you do. And ain't nothing fucking wrong with it either. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, motherfuckers that expect other people to like them and shit like that probably tend to have some type of a people-pleasing tendency and shit, where they want to go out of their way just so they can be liked, loved, and appreciated by other people. Man, fuck them other people and shit like that. Like, they ain't shit anyways. None of that shit fucking matter. So at the end of the day, all that matters is that you got your back and you're getting from point A to point B, because ain't nobody gonna have your back the way you're gonna have your back and shit like that, right? So you gotta understand that when you're going and you're playing at a certain level, you're gonna attract all types of hate, all types of love, all types of shit. But look at reality, right? The people that play at the highest level. Now, I don't fuck with politics, I don't fuck with entertainment, I don't fuck with none of those things. But you can see all those celebrities, all those, even politicians, like, just look at the lesson behind it. They attract a bunch of hate too. You don't see them crying in the corner being like, oh, people are not happy with me. Oh, what can I do to make the people love me? Now, that's great if they do that, because they're in positions of power and shit. But at the end of the day, like, that's not fucking reality. If you go around trying to make everybody happy, you'll never make anyone happy, and you'll never even make yourself happy. Because by the time you make someone else happy, someone else is unhappy with you. Why are they making that person happy? Why are they loving that person? Aren't I their friend too? Why don't they come show me some love? I deserve some love too. And it'd be fucking retarded. That sound like entitlement almost and shit like that. But embrace being disliked by motherfuckers. Embrace being hated, because that's just the nature of the world. And look, the more you are prestigious anyways, the more people are just gonna fucking hate on you anyways. Like, that's just fucking reality. And then it's like, there's nothing even wrong with people talking shit about you. I don't mind people talking shit about me. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's their fucking opinion. Everybody has a fucking opinion. Like, look at every successful person, for example, right? And let's just say in this reality, now success for you is your own definition. I couldn't give a fuck what your fucking success to you looks like, nigga or bitch or whatever the fuck, okay? So whatever success looks like to you, just get there. And listen, like, whatever that looks like to you, motherfuckers is gonna hate on that shit anyways. Like, you could just want to be a fucking musician. You could just want to be a fucking homeless motherfucker, for example. Motherfuckers might look at you like, yeah, look at that shit, that's negative, yeah, this motherfucker retarded. Who gives a fuck? That's your life. That's your choice. And understand that in any choice you make, you're always going to have people that hate you, and you're always going to have people that like you. So who gives a fuck what a motherfucker think? Motherfuckers think of a lot of shit throughout the whole day. Motherfuckers got a whole lot of thoughts on their motherfucking mind. It don't mean that thought is even worth motherfucking shit. You get what I mean? Like, people have all types of thoughts on their mind. Can't wait to tell you how they think about you. Can't wait to motherfucking communicate that shit. Who gives a fuck about that shit? Like, just look at a motherfucking life first of all and ask yourself, like, do you want to manifest that same shit? Because if a motherfucker look miserable and they're just hating on you, I don't want to talk to a miserable, hating motherfucker that's all on their fucking mind. Like, unless it's some like righteous type of hate where it's like, all right, I just hate certain shit about this world that get, it's like certain types of hate and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Ideally, it's like, anywho, to each his own. I can really give a fuck what people do with their hate energies and shit like that. For me, I just hate whatever inside of me that keep me, attached to traits, thoughts, and feelings that, keep me operating at a lower level when I could be operating at a much, much more higher level and shit like that. So the whole people-pleasing complex, if you have that, you should fucking despise, you should fucking hate, you should fucking rage about that part in yourself. Because the moment you get rid of that part, man, your life will be so much more peaceful, your life will be so much more relaxing, your life will just be so much better. Because now you're not sitting there and worrying about, oh, how is this person gonna think about me? Oh, how is this other person gonna feel about me? oh yeah, I better not say this to this person. Oh, I knew they're gonna look at me negative. Man, fuck that motherfucker. Like, if you can't even like be yourself around people, and you gotta like walk around like eggshells and shit like that, so a motherfucker don't get offended and shit like that, it ain't even worth around being a motherfucker like that in the first place, yo. Because all they're gonna do is just try to like put you on daytime and like all types of shit, guilt trip you, like all types of bullshit. So it ain't even motherfucking worth it. So just understand that, like, yo, this is fucking reality. Motherfuckers is gonna talk shit about you behind your back. You should be totally cool with it, and not to say not to confuse it with being naive with it, like, you know, like being goofy and just you know, accepting it. Nah, like, you know, and look, if you want to confront people, you can go do that too. And then depending on where they're coming from, if they actually have some constructive criticism and shit like that, right? I would actually take that and be like, damn, I could use that shit to grow, because I don't give a fuck what you hate about me. I might actually listen to you and be like, damn, you know what? That is a good fucking point. Let me go apply that shit in my life. You know what I'm saying? Especially that person actually has a life you want to manifest, some shit that you want to experience and shit like that. And that's why motherfuckers be on the internet. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but motherfuckers be finding their favorite superhero and things. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but at the same time though, it's like people are always looking for an idol, not realizing that, you know, it's really you already are it. You already are it. You're what you're looking for. You're the answer to your problems. It's just that people get stuck looking for answers to their problems externally. And there's nothing even wrong with that and shit like that, because we all kind of like teach each other in a sense, like from our experiences and shit like that, right? So it's like, man, and it's like, when you take it in, hatred, that's the ultimate alchemy right there. If motherfuckers don't like you, motherfuckers hate you, they sitting there thinking about you all day, making all types of feelings about you, talking about you behind your back to a bunch of people and shit like that. And then if they just a miserable hater type of shit, all those other people are just gonna look at them like, well, he's doing something that he like, he's doing something that he love, he look like he's enjoying his life, and then you look like you're just hating on him. So it's like subconsciously it'll be like something like kind of distasteful and shit like that, unless it's like unless they're doing it amongst like a group of other demons and shit like that, you know, that wanna like attack you and shit. Like, then that's like a different story, because, you know, that's why you get like the whole energy of like trolls and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Teaming up and shit, blah, blah, blah. But then a troll is just a motherfucker that got nothing to do with their time. A troll is a motherfucker that's bored. So I'm really supposed to sit here and like consider what a troll gotta say and shit, and be like, oh yeah, man, this man, who give a flying fuck? So if you're not, so be cool with motherfuckers talking shit about you. Be cool with motherfuckers hating on you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's motherfucking wonderful. They want to think about me. They want to feel about me. They want to talk about me. Man, I love it. You want to give me all that attention? Woo! Life is good, man. I can't complain, because it's just all free energy at the end of the day. And if someone's just thinking about you, feeling about you, you're just a more powerful spirit, and you're just making the most impact and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes like that hate can just come from someone else's subjectivity, right? And shit like that. And that plays out in different ways. Subjectivity as in like, let's say a motherfucker is like a musician, and they like other musicians, you know, they're more like right brain, and they like to play out their life through that expression and shit like that, right? And let's say a motherfucker's in the office and shit, and this is kind of like a stupid example, but they might be like, oh, well, I'm expressing my creative gifts, this is what I care about, and you're sitting there like a robot in the office. No, I never want to do that. That'd be like a version of hate. That's okay, because a motherfucker's just genuinely expressing what they don't want to experience, and that's kind of like subjectivity in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That might be kind of like a stupid example a little bit, but the motherfucker in the office might be like, well, you know, my job is secure and stable, and it pay me every month and shit like that, and you know, you're just broke on the street, trying to find $1, trying to find a stage on a platform, trying to find an audience. So that looks stable to me. Hold on. But yeah, that's just like subjectivity and shit like that. And then like, if you're able to be objective about the circumstance situation, just look at it like, well, this motherfucker might be working in the office, but this motherfucker might actually know something to help me push my music beyond the charts and shit like that. Like you know, and shit like that. Because everybody got information. You just gotta know how to network good and get. And sometimes like the hate might not even help you get far and shit. It be certain shit to hate. Like when I talk about hate the shit that's inside of you that keep you where you're at. hating other people externally and shit like that, that's like a lot of time, that's a lot of energy, that's a lot of work. Like, and I do that too, let's not get it twisted, because there be certain shit that I hate on. Like, one shit that I hate is like religious motherfuckers. And like, I'll probably roast religious motherfuckers, like, cause like, yo, it's like that shit is like garbage, like, to me, my personal opinion. But that's just like my subjectivity and shit like that, right? I'm not expecting another motherfucker to care about my fucking opinion and like actually change their whole lifestyle. I'm gonna express my motherfucking self. I'm gonna tell them what I motherfucking dislike, but I'm not expecting them to motherfucking like change their whole course for me and shit like that. But if I got a valid point and I'm being objective, then I don't expect them, because I already know motherfuckers is attached to their emotions and shit like that, right? So I don't really expect, I don't really have no dependencies, nothing. Because the moment you have expectations and dependencies on other people, like, you start to like kind of be disappointed. Like, oh, I thought this motherfucker's gonna take my opinion seriously. Oh, but you're supposed to listen to me. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about none of that shit? All that shit is like worrying about other people and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to people please and shit like that. Not accepting reality for what it is, that motherfuckers gonna have opinions and hate on you anyways and shit like that. That's just reality and shit like that. Like, that's reality is cold, harsh, and shit like that. Now, you want to see reality? I mean, not that it's a good or bad example, but go see a homeless person. Like, not that it's a good or bad example, that might be their happiness. That might be what they fuck with. That might be them being a millionaire in actuality, right? But let's just say in a societal norm, social norm fucking type of example, right? Damn, I kind of forgot what I was gonna say, to be honest. But yeah, actually, yeah. Like, society might look at that person like, well, yeah, look at this person, they're garbage, they're not even worth anything, they're not even contributing to the overall country and shit like that. Pooh, fuck this motherfucker and shit like that. But, you know, that's just, it depends. Some people are compassionate towards homeless people, some people are hateful towards homeless people. But then at the end of the day, just keep in mind that that homeless person, to them, that might be them being a millionaire. To them, that might be like the most successful thing ever. Because like, you don't know what type of state of being a motherfucker is in just because of that lifestyle they live in and shit like that. That might be like the best thing to them ever in existence. That might be the best thing they ever experienced. They might even like that shit better than going to a fucking job. So I'm aware of that shit. And I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker want to do. That ain't none of my fucking business. I couldn't give a flying fuck about no motherfuckers. So that's just, it is what it is. Like, just know yourself, know your trajectory, know where you're going, know your fucking path, and understand that on that path, you're not gonna be fucking liked by some people. Like, you ever see a fat motherfucker that eat a bunch of food, eat a bunch of candy, consume a bunch of shit? That motherfucker, he probably gonna get roasted by his friends. You motherfucker, you fat. Might get roasted by other people in their mind. Man, that motherfucker fat, what the fuck is wrong with him? And I was like, I don't even care about shit like that. Some people just care about shit like that. But I'm just giving like a stupid example and shit like that, right? Be like, oh yeah, but it's like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is, bro. So just understand that whatever you do, you're gonna be hated on, homie, anyways. A motherfucker's gonna have opinions on everything you do, everything you say. So who gives a fuck? Just pick your trajectory, pick your path, and just stand your motherfucking ground. Because no matter what you do, no matter what you be, you is gonna be disliked and hated anyways. And you would truly do yourself a motherfucking disservice by sitting there and trying to people please a bunch of motherfuckers, worry about a bunch of motherfucking opinions, and try to like cater to a bunch of people that at the end of the day, that's just who they are. Like, they just, you know, in whatever world and whatever mind they in and shit like that. But you truly should not be sitting there as a spirit, as an observer, trying to worry yourself and try to people please and blah blah and all that just so a motherfucker can be a part of your life. No, fuck a motherfucker. That motherfucker might have never needed to be a part of your motherfucking life and shit like that. Because the moment you're truly being yourself, that's when you actually attract real motherfuckers that want to be a part of what the fuck you do. Because you're being motherfucking real. Because you're being motherfucking truthful. I'd rather die in the fucking truth than die in the fucking lie. Fuck that bullshit. And that truth, that shit is mine for me to fucking believe. Not for you motherfuckers. Bitch ass niggas.